Hello, nerdlings.
Hello.
So, we've got something pretty cool to share with you today.
We do, and it's GameCube related, if you couldn't tell.
Yes. So, we do have two different GameCubes here. We have our typical one. This is the one that we do all of our playing on, hence the player on the bottom. And we found this guy. He was in rough shape. He wasn't working.
We found him at a flea market. He was like $5.
A little beat up.
And we brought him home and did discover that he did not work. I don't remember if the label said he worked or not, but we were like $5 for, one of these, whatever.
So what did we do?
I'd like to do crafts, and so I like to repurpose things. And so what I did was I cut it open, as you can see from here, and then I gutted it, and it is now a tissue box. So it just sits in our game room as a tissue box. And basically what I do is just go buy a box of tissues, open it up, and stick the tissues in there, as you can see.
But what's really cool is, since this guy sits on the shelf and doesn't get seen all that much, especially from the top, but this one does, since it sits on the table as a tissue box, we wanted to show off the awesome GameCube Jewels by Rocker Gaming.
Yes.
And what these are is basically this little jewel at the top of your GameCube. I don't know if you can see on this one, but even this one, even though he sits in a little cubicle, he's already kind of scratched up. And the one from this guy over here,
he's really bad.
Very scratched up. And what happens is Rocker Gaming was thinking, you know what, I'm tired of this kind of looking like trash on here because the rest of it looks fine. It's just that jewel. And he discovered...
It's acrylic, Acrylic scratches very, very easy.
Yes, true. He discovered that, especially on certain units, there are these two little prongs under here, and when you squeeze them together, the jewel actually pops out very easily. And so he has begun making replacements to these. Now, I believe he's made some that look just like the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, basically it's that way you can literally just replace it, and, some of them I noticed on his site was they looked exactly like this, or they had like the big G,
yes,
the big GameCube
like the GameCube
it.
logo.
So I'm throwing them across the room.
No wonder they're scratched.
I know, no wonder.
But what he's also doing is custom images on there, and he had some great ones like from Metroid,
some Mario Kart,
some Mario,
some Pokemon.
There were some Pokemon ones were really neat.
Basically,
some
he's taking some images, or some of them looked even like almost like screen grabs.
Yes.
Like they were game screen grabs and stuff.
And what he did was he actually sent a couple to us for review, and he put on there our logo. So if you can see it in that one, or better yet, already on the tissue box GameCube, and it looks fantastic. It, I mean, we may be a little partial to it ourselves, but the verticality of our logo fits perfectly within that circle, and I really love how it looks.
And like you said, it comes in a little bag, a little plastic bag to keep it safe, with his logo on the front and everything, and then the website of where you can buy them and the installation video. But it's cut out from a CNC machine out of
acrylic.
Acrylic, thank you. I was in polyester. I don't know why. But anyway, on the back, you can see he's got his little name etched in there. And he put a little double-sided tape on it so that it will stick in there and not fall out, since it doesn't have the prongs that the Nintendo one does.
And just so you know, right here you can already see the holes from where the prongs go. And he does show in his video that taking something like a toothpick, if you just poke it through those prong holes, it pushes that right out.
Obviously the tape keeps it well enough in place, but not too well to where you can never take it out and change them. And it does have the little tab like this one does, so you can show them how easy it is to install.
So you would normally take the tape off, and then you take the end, make sure it goes right into where it fits.
And voila!
You're done.
There it goes.
Now, seriously, my only complaint, and this isn't even a complaint, honestly, I would have liked to have seen the prongs on these as well. I don't know if that's something that could be 3D printed on the back as opposed to the machine.
Because you can see that they're made just like the regular ones. It's two pieces, and he cuts both pieces out of the acrylic, prints. I believe he said it was waterproof.
Yes,
ink.
waterproof ink. Not saying to submerge your
don't
GameCube.
submerge your GameCube. But and that goes in between the two layers. And that was something we were thinking of. Well, the back layer doesn't necessarily have to be cut out of acrylic. You could 3D print that one so that you could 3D print the prongs on there. That was one of our thoughts and suggestions.
But at the same time, that's such a minor thing because the double-sided tape, it will hold it in there just fine. And honestly, the tape would probably only be an issue if you're swapping it out a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I wanted to bring that up, because I really love how these look. And I mean, they look so good in there. And already, I would kind of like to maybe see our logo with like a back or a white background to like really make it pop. We have an image that we had commissioned of us that I think
probably would get put on here.
I think it would fit well in there.
And it's fun, you know, you can just change it out depending on your mood.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you don't do, you know, a Do You Nerd logo, which you probably should. But like I was saying, with your mood, you can change out and be like, I'm feeling Pokemon today, or I'm feeling, you know, Mario Kart, or it's one of those things you could change it for whatever game you're playing. If you have a game night and you're playing all Smash Brothers or all Mario Kart or whatever, or Mega Man, you could change it out depending on what game party you're playing.
And I think that'd be a lot of fun. And again, I think that would be my only reason for not wanting to rely on the tape, just because, of course, that tape's going to, you know, lose a lot of the adhesiveness after a while. The prongs would be nice, but
prongs break.
But I also think it just kind of depends on if you're the type of person who's going to be changing your GameCube jewel out a lot. But anyway, we wanted to share this because when he first started talking about making these and he was showing them online, they looked so fantastic.
They do.
And it's so much fun because I'm someone who, I always like the idea of modding a system.
But not a permanent.
But I don't want to do a permanent mod. If I had an actual working duplicate GameCube, that's one thing. I can have the normal one, but then a modded one. But something like this, it's such an easy mod, and of course, you know, you can change it back absolutely anytime you want. Even as a kid, I think Nintendo Power had some stickers that you could put on your controller one time. I did it one time, and almost as soon as I got those stickers on my controller, I regretted it.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a sticker, you couldn't take it off. But that's just me with mods. Speaking of, he does a lot of cool mods. He does a lot of light effects and everything. So definitely check out his channel to see those. And check out his Etsy shop because these GameCube jewels are now for sale.
And they are $22.50 a piece plus shipping. And I do believe shipping is based on where you live.
Right.
So there's not like a flat shipping rate or anything like that. And I think he did say he does take custom orders.
I believe so. Definitely check with him because I think the more people that find these, probably the more busy he's going to be.
Yeah, these are pretty cool. I'm really excited to
get some more instead of swapping them out.
Yes.
You know, because I mean, as cool as the Do You Nerd logo is, you know, you don't want to have the exact same ones in two different units. You know, you gotta change it up.
This just means we need more GameCubes.
I guess so.
He has an orange GameCube, and I've had my eye on the orange GameCube for a long time. So I was a little jealous about his orange GameCube.
Well, nerdlings, make sure you check out Rocker Gaming on YouTube. He's also on Twitter, so you can follow him there to keep up with everything that he's doing.
And I do believe his Etsy is also just Rocker Gaming.
Yes,
on
so
Etsy.
Super easy to find. Make sure you get over there. Get some of these GameCube jewels because it's an awesome way to personalize your system and to not do it permanently if you don't want to.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, so much.
Thank you for sending us these.
For making these for us because our logo looks fantastic on there. I mean, you know, we had a pretty cool logo, so I know it was all too easy for you to do that. But thank you so much because I absolutely love these and they're so much fun. And I really didn't tell her much about them, so it was a great surprise for her.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it, especially because my first thought was, oh, "Yay! Now the tissue box gets to be even more customized."
Well, all right, nerdlings, make sure you check out the links in the description below. Of course, we've got the like, comment, notifications, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It all runs together. Blah.
Bye, nerdlings.